Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Gun! All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Here's Steve Young on second down. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Detroit!
Young on third down. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. He's going to air one out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. It's Young on first down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Ricky Williams taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. first carry now for Ricky Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll wait to throw on second. Over the middle, that's caught by T.O. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And Sanders now to return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
On 1st and 10, Young. And his throw here's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Young will set to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they just get the play off. Now Young. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Young on 1st down. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Here's Steve Young. Dancing to his left. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Garcon with his first grab, good enough for a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! Watch him now, Barney! Watch him now, Barney!
Now a second down throw for Young. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Young takes it on the sneak, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Randy Moss, a 16-yard touchdown. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The tackle there by Richard Sherman. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Detroit! Detroit!
On third down, Elway. Man open, Rice. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry-up. On second down, Elway. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lawrence Taylor able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They fake the give. Now Elway. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now Sanders. And now running right through it. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! Over!
First and 10, Young. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Over!
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Over!
Looking to throw, Young. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep. He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Elway will throw. Jerry Rice, open right side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 319. 319.
Now here's Young. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Set. 319. 319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Detroit. Now let's go. 319. 319. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Over, 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 over.
Second down, Young. And his throw is incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Throwing, Young, forced out to his left. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Steve Young, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Elway on 3rd and long. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. And now it'll be 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fellow, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Here's Elway to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Elway. Throw right side caught by T.O. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's Young. Pass incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun, Steve Young. Now he's going to go deep down the left. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They begin the drive with Williams. And some room to roam now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On second down, Elway finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Elway on first down. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, the 30. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Titans now. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
No. Check, Patriots.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd and 1, it's Elway. There he goes right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They run it again with Williams. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Here's Mahomes, his first throw since coming in. And now he'll tuck it and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a three-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Mahomes now to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And, CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
The extra point hits the left upright, but goes through anyway. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Time with Ricky Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Williams. So he got 3 in 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards gets him back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Early down stuffs have put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Elway. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. They'll run it with Williams. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Elway to throw on 2nd. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Makes sense. First catch here in the first half for the 6-time Pro Bowler Terrell Owens, the only player in NFL history to be a first-team All-Pro for 3 different teams. That's absolutely nuts.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. from the shotgun. Elway. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Elway. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. D. Ford coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt this away on 4th down. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over here at the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They just get the play off. Now Mariota being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. A second down throw here for Mariota. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. From the gun, Mariota trying to lay one up deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. This is Johnson. He's got it. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mariota on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play here for the Cowboys. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ricky Williams, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. And they've got it here with a first down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now Williams. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Titans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Elway. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it with Williams. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Ricky Williams taking it in. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look a lot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and long here for Mariota. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side. And got his man complete. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. First down, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
After the interception, here's Elway. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st, they'll throw with Elway. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. That one goes for 36 yards.
Detroit!
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up. And they'll run it here. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Elway. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown. Terrell Owens as the 1st half is winding down. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right in tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. 1st half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They start the second half here with Williams. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. An all-time great tackler, Brian Dawkins, making the play there.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle by Brian Dawkins. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
That changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Smith in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. On now is the Titans punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Again, it's Williams. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
3rd and 2. Now Elway. Out to the left here to Reed. And shutting him off. Now open field. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. And on display right there, the arm that made John Elway a lot of money.
And that's going to leave a mark because when he throws it with that much force, one of the best arms the game has ever seen, one of the strongest ones, it does leave a mark. They actually called it the Elway cross because you could see the imprint on a player after he caught one of those bullet passes.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. Now it's Elway. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun. Elway. Flush to his right. Hard throw. Incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn, you don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. And the kick by Butker is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, one-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And they'll go on the ground. And he's got room. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ricky Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are in for 6. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And now look at him go. The 40. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Man open, Rice. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And now running right through it. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Elway looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gonzalez. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Leopard!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Another hurdle. Oh, now and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Ricky Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So a big 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points,
Williams loses the football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. On 3rd down, that's Williams. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster is complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a pitch out to Williams. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. In for the score. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they will start out in great shape, up very close to midfield.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Staying on the ground with Mack. And now running right through it. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Hall of Famer Howie Long with the tackle. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And Butker pulled it. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, That gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
On the toss, here's Williams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
And this will get him all the way inside the Tennessee 20. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Join the discussion on Twitter at EA Sports_MUT. With that, we sign off from Nashville. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First carry for the Hall of Famer, Barry Sanders. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Vic with a give to Sanders. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Third down, Vic out of the gun. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball. So compact, yet the ball comes off of his hand and it just whistles to the receiver.
This is Sanders, and an alley to run. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Vic with the incompletion there on third down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. They tried to throw on second down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This from 36 yards out. And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they could look at positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. Ray Lewis up from his linebacker spot to make the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mahomes now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. A second nice move, a spin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Deion Sanders, the one to bring him down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Now Mahomes. And he's got a man. It's T.O. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, in this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move as they face a second down here. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by T.O. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. First and 10 at the 19. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up. On second and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Ricky Williams punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. kicker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Deion Sanders, 105 yards. And the Bears are in for 6.
What a play by Primetime. So electric, the ultimate home run hitter.
Now, see, you set that up really nicely for me because I got a nugget. Deion is the only person to hit a home run in Major League Baseball and score an NFL touchdown in the same week.
Oh, I like that. Remember, too, the only man to play in both the Super Bowl and a World Series.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. Now they toss out wide to Sanders. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Hey, let's go!
On second down, there's the option going left. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. It's the fullback taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears will extend their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to float this. He's got him in. Complete. That one goes for 36 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I did. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points.
But Sonic could not hold on through the end of the play. Now here's Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it third down.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Mahomes going to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Campbell. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was the longest run of this contest.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Titans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Ricky Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again, Vic on second and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They run with the Hall of Famer Sanders. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Barry Sanders in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Titans getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gonzalez. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
He's got his man. It's Williams. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes now on 1st down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Ryan Shazier coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run with Barry Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hey, let's go!
On the carry, here's Sanders. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. Back now in Nashville. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Brian Urlacher up from his linebacker spot to make the tackle. Mahomes to throw on second down. He's going to air one out. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Jerry Rice, 60 yards. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Onto the field now come the Bears. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And that might be Titan football. It is.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. He's going to flip one out here to his running back, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. 46 yards. And the Titans can have the lead if they hit the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Another run with Sanders. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And they'll go on the ground. maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chris Jones in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's fourth. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
20! 20!
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Out come the Titans now. They're up by 1. They have the football. The key here, just don't do anything silly, right, Charles?
That's exactly right. You know, all the admonitions as they ran out there. Take care of the ball. Secure everything. Be tight in everything that you do. No let up. No crazy plays. And they can go home with a victory.
Let's see here if they can do all those things and hang on to this victory. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On third down, that's Williams. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They only need a field goal. Obviously the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
You have no timeouts remaining. You absolutely have to get out of bounds.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.